I confronted BBC Steve Rosenberg yesterday here. I said, Steve, I was in Starobelsk, where were you? He said, well, we tried to go 2 years ago to Kursk and to Belgorod, but we weren't allowed and it was dangerous. You're a journalist. Your job is to go to the war zones. I was allowed to go and I'm nobody. So how come you, the BBC, can't go? He started to get a little bit shaky and he ended up leaving.
My grandfather used to have a Volga. And for me, as a Russian boy, it always was a special car. And now we have the new generation of Volga here, based on new up-to-date technologies. And it's always fantastic. It's always a lot of fun for me to get into new Russian cars. Let's get in.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, very comfortable. Can I take it? Look at, wow, it's adjustable. Look at the screen. Look at everything here. Fantastic. And this is Russian produced.
This is produced in
domestic Russian technology.
Nizhny Novgorod.
Nizhny Novgorod
is a huge and wonderful city in central Russia,
yes.
on Volga.
I've been there.
You've been there.
Yes, of course.
It has gas. Gorky Automotive Zavod.
Amazing.
Plant. And in Soviet period, Nizhny Novgorod was called Gorky. That's why,
yes.
it has the gas in its name. And gas is one of the major car manufacturers here in Russia. And it produced Volgas in Soviet and early post-Soviet times. For a certain period, it stopped producing it. And now we see that once again, we're going to have Volgas. And I'm pretty sure that my next car, when it will be time for me to buy a new one, will be Volga. Because as a Russian boy who grew up with a grandfather and his Volga, I will be happy to have mine.
And to have it for your kids and hopefully, if God willing, your grandkids as well.
Yes.
I love it.
Let's go further.
Amazing. Of course. By the way, this car is here in the midst of sanctions. In the midst of saying, they said Russia is starving, Russians have no economy now, Russians are on the streets. Look what they're producing.
Come and buy our
Look what
Volga.
they're producing. Come on. It shows you the resilience of the Russian nation, which of course the West doesn't want to acknowledge. Doesn't want to acknowledge Russian strength. They never wanted to acknowledge it historically, because for them, it shows that they are weaker.
Also, it was a terrible attack on Starobelsk recently.
Yes.
When they shot at a college where just girls who were preparing themselves to be teachers of Russian language and other humanitarian sciences for the kids. What do you think about this? Why it happened? I mean, I can understand why they want to bomb SPIEF, because a lot of people want to come here and show that they are with Russia, and this is the way for them to put terror. Terrorism has the root of terror.
Of course.
But when we talk about just killing, murdering innocent children, why?
Because, listen, the Ukrainian regime since the beginning, since 2014, has targeted civilians. This is a movement, this fascist neo-Nazi Bandera movement, that's what their legacy is. Their legacy is killing civilians, not killing military. Forget about military, they don't care. It's killing civilians, it's striking terror. That's what they want. And they want to strike terror into Russia. They want to create the situation where the Russian people will say, we are done with the war, we don't want it anymore, we are sick of it, or they'll be afraid. And they'll say, no, we need to stop it because we're going to experience these attacks. But you saw immediately Russian resilience. Everybody come, we do mourning, and we strike back. And we strike back hard. And you saw, even still now, they're striking back at all of the military targets, at all of the industry targets. But Ukrainian regime does this because they have no other opportunities to strike at Russia. They cannot defeat Russia militarily. They understand this. They acknowledge this. And so what do? They target civilians. And they target civilians not only in Starobelsk, which I visited, 19 girls, 3 boys killed. You could still smell the death. You know the smell. We are military people, so we understand that. You could still sense it. But I confronted BBC Steve Rosenberg yesterday here.
What did he say?
I confronted him. I have the video. We published it. I confronted him. I said, Steve, I was in Starobelsk. Where were you? And I'm not a big journalist. I'm not in the New York Times. I'm not in Washington Post. I'm just a normal, independent American journalist with my own media. He said, well, we tried to go 2 years ago to Kursk and to Belgorod, but we weren't allowed, and it was dangerous, and we said that Starobelsk, why are they going so fast? Maybe it's also dangerous, so we weren't allowed. I said, why not? You're a journalist. Your job is to go to the war zones. This is your responsibility. And he started to make excuses. I said, look, I've been to Kursk, I've been to Suja. So I don't know what kind of authorities you were speaking to. Maybe they are in your head, but I was allowed to go, and I'm nobody. So how come you, the BBC, can't go? We caught him in the lies. He started to get a little bit shaky, and he ended up leaving. That's what we have to do. We have to confront them. We have to hold their feet to the fire because they are liars, they are thieves, and they are the ones who are promoting and supporting this criminal regime. And they have to fall at some point, whether it's on their own or we are going to help them to fall.
We've approached the booth of new premium cars called Senat. It's Russian premium cars of a high prominent level, extra class.
My gosh.
A lot of people were making fun of us, saying that Mercedes left, BMW left, Audi left, so all Russian elite will be driving what? A trolleybus?
You have
Welcome.
this?
I'll be a driver.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is unbelievable.
Get in.
My gosh. This is unbelievable. Look at this.
How do you feel?
I feel like a diplomat. I feel like I'm a member of the Duma. I'm a businessman here. It's unbelievable. It's very comfortable. And with the adjustment, I can feel it. It's like a massage.
Yeah.
My God, it's unbelievable. And this is Russian made.
Yeah.
This is Russian made. This is a Russian domestic technology. Everybody thinks that, oh, Russia, they don't have anything anymore. Since Soviet Union collapsed, nothing. Since all of this time, since 90s, Russia's finished. No, you have this. You have Senat. We had the other cars that we've seen. It's unbelievable. Look at this with a pad here. Everything. It's like an airplane.
Even stars.
Even the stars
in the
here.
ceiling.
It's unbelievable. Really.
You know what? I think that in terms of technology and business development, special military operation, all the sanctions, did more good for us than bad.
Yes, I agree.
Because at the beginning of 2014 and 2022, we were sort of partly occupied by transnational Western companies because we had all these huge international brands working here, sucking all the technology, sucking the best brains from Russia to Europe and United States.
Yep.
And after the new package of sanctions, we had to develop everything on our own. 4 years have passed, and we have not only a general car for general audience, but such kind of premium car for people that need more.
It's unbelievable, and it shows you the strength of Russia. This is it.
Cheers.
Thank
from
you so
SPIEF.
much. From SPIEF.